getting Quinn back was a huge win, and it was one that was much needed just to try your best to keep this group together because the strides we made in year one, it can give us a lot of upside going into year two with guys being together, guys having a camaraderie with each other. So, that's a huge win. Number one win so far this offseason.
Listen, I know he didn't say I've re-signed with the Cowboys, but listen closely. Listen, he pretty much said it. Good people, it's your boy Mr. Rome, Cowboys fan talk, right back like I never left. What's good with y'all? Long off season. Like I've been saying, man, almost all the news been trash, draining, frustrating. Cowboys fans been like crabs in a barrel, just fighting, everyone fighting. People I rock with, beefing with each other. I don't know if it's real beef, but just over this team, everybody angry. Nobody happy. Nothing good's happening. Is Mark Cooper good? Is he good for Dak? All this, it's just craziness. But Jayron Kearse, safety for the Dallas Cowboys, yeah, I'm saying it. I know you're a free agent. Pretty much said that he would be back today. And listen, not because he came out and said, I'm re-signing with the Cowboys. That's not what I'm saying. I listened to the interview, and y'all do yourselves a favor. Go to 105.3 The Fans YouTube page. I'm a fan of those guys. They do great work. They have access to players like we don't. The interviews are very, very, very useful and important, and I appreciate the work that they do. And listen to the whole interview. Make your own decision. But from what I got from it, he basically, before I get down to other stuff he said in the interview, he was saying that, one of the biggest things that happened this offseason was keeping Dan Quinn. And I would say that's the other good news. Keeping Dan Quinn was probably the first good news. But it got swept under the rug because right after the playoff loss, all the stuff going on, it wasn't held in such high regard as what I'm thinking of now. But when he said, yeah, it's important to have Dan Quinn going into next year, you know what I'm saying? Because of what we started, we're going to be so much better this year forward. I'm paraphrasing, obviously. But why would you be referencing keeping Dan Quinn and what that's going to do for the team next year, how y'all built something, if you didn't plan on coming back? If you had already maybe had a discussion about coming back, you wouldn't even be trying to go on a radio station. Your agent would be like, nah. Because things like this will be discussed during negotiations. I think Jayron Kearse realizes that he didn't get a chance. He said during the interview, I hadn't gotten a chance anywhere else. He realizes that the Cowboys have given him a shot to show his abilities. And I feel like he took full advantage of it. Now it's time to talk money again. But I don't think he's going to come to the table and try to beat us in the head, because he knows if I don't take advantage of this opportunity, I can go somewhere else and end up back on the bench, back as a special teamer, not getting any opportunities. I'm still young enough to still play. I want to stay where they value me and appreciate my skill set. And his skill set is important. Remember, Jayron Kearse became the green dot on this team. He was very, very instrumental in helping Micah expand his game and become better. Because remember, Micah Parsons was the green dot. He wasn't quite ready for that. That's the one thing Micah didn't do good this year, was have the green dot on his helmet, call the defensive plays, get people set. Wasn't his thing. He might be doing it next year because Micah's leaps and bounds above a lot of players. He's growing every day. But Jayron Kearse is important to this team. I made a whole video about it before. One of the biggest acquisitions we had last year was bringing in Jayron Kearse, man. I definitely underestimated that brother. Will McClay and our team at assessing some talent, sometimes I got to give him kudos. Because Jayron Kearse is amazing. I love his attitude, his bravado, his leadership. run, hit, talk, ish. That was him, and we need that. We need to keep that on this team. So when he says, yeah, like we built something, within 1 year, Dallas went from here to here defensively, keeping Dan Quinn is important for this team going forward. You're talking as if you're still a part of the team contractually. He might have already made his mind up. I think the only thing that will keep Jayron Kearse from being on his team is if Stephen Jones lowballs him even further. I don't think that's the case. I think Stephen Jones understands how important Jayron Kearse is, and he's not necessarily in a state to hit us for like, I need $15 million a year. So it's a win-win. Great player, playing well above what he's probably going to end up getting paid, and we take advantage. And hopefully they're taking care of him on the back end or whatever the Joneses can do, because he's that type of player. You want to keep him around, take care of him. You know what I'm saying? So, as I said, the reason why I named the video, we got the first good news of the year is because you got to listen to nuances, and sometimes you got to dig deeper. You got to read between the lines. You got to understand that sometimes things are said without being said. And I feel like he basically said, I will be back. I want to be back. I want to hear that. We're supposed to lose players like Amari Cooper. I've been talking about that the last couple of days, and it's really frustrating. But we got to start focusing on some good stuff, man. You've been rocking with me for a minute. You know that's what I do. People come to rock with me because I'm not here to complain all day. You know what I'm saying? It's weird to just hear grown men complaining all day. No solutions put out there, just, we ain't good. We ain't never going to be good. And I'm just like, yo, I feel you. Heard you. I've been complaining before, too. Okay. Now get up off the floor. Stop rolling around, kicking your feet. Dust yourself off. Get your mind right. We was 12-5. It was a great year. It ended badly. But let's not trip. Anyway, Jayron Kearse is important. I think that you start to get someone to mirror or get under the tutelage of Jayron Kearse. At least watch him. Watch how he plays. He started to talk about, they asked him a couple questions in the interview that blew my mind. This is why he's an amazing player. His mental. I want players that are smart. I don't care about, sometimes physical attributes are overrated. You're just fast and stupid. You know what I'm saying? He said, they asked him about his 4 missed tackles for the year. He was tied for, I think, he had the second most tackles, highest tackle rate. I forgot. I got to go back and check the interview. Sorry, I listened to it once. But they asked him about his 4 missed tackles this year, right? And he broke down every last one of them, talking about how players crossed his face. He talked about the Darren Waller miss in the Raiders game. Like, he's in tune. He knew how many tackles he missed. He talked about what he's done against great tight ends. He talked about Kittle's game and how Kittle's physical at the line of scrimmage blocking, and he's great with passing. He talked about watching film and understanding how to stop these players, emulating what he saw on film in person and making the person counter. Like, Jayron Kearse this is my wife's paperweight. He's a diamond in the rough. You don't come across something like this and ignore it. We have it. For us to just let it walk out the door would be crazy. But to hear him talk like, nah, I got unfinished business. Everybody on the team that has kind of talked before or so far have been talking like, nah, we got unfinished business. We got stuff to do. I'm liking that tone. You know what I'm saying? Because it is unfinished business. We left a lot on the table. Jayron Kearse would be important in getting back to where we need to handle our business. You know what I'm saying? So y'all let me know what y'all think about first of all, do you want Jayron Kearse back? You know what I'm saying? That should be a resounding 100%. Second, if you did take time to listen to the interview or not, or if you do after this, come back and let me know what you think. Am I tripping? You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like we just got some of our first genuine good news of the offseason. Let's build on this. It's your boy, Mr. Room, man. Jayron Kearse is special, man. I'm happy he's on this team. I'm happy he's going to re-sign with this team. I'll holla.